Hello and welcome to another video about Unreal Engine 5. In this video we will make explosions to use in our project. Let me explosion using Niagara system. Now this big explosion and this small for the gun. Now let's start. First we need to create a new Niagara system, and we can choose from these templates, but I will start with an empty emitter template. Let's call it fx explosion. Let's call it Hydra for the Hydra missile. Because I made the first two, I will make this one. Now, what we need is a texture. We will use uh, everything from the starter content. We'll start for making the smoke. Search for smoke sub UV, and we need to make the image size according to the textures and the image here. Sometimes you have one image, sometimes multiple sprites in one image. You need to set the size according to the number of sprites. Now we have 8 on the longitudinal axis and 8 on the transverse axis. So we set the size here to 8 by 8. Sometimes you have different numbers, like as we will see, when I make the explosion, the fire will be 6 by 6. So you set the size according to the number of sprites in the texture. Now we need, let's the life cycle mode, set it to once, and we need to add a spawn burst, and let's make it 25. Now this is the smoke. Now we need to add velocity. This will give us the initial velocity when we start the emitter. I will use cone, and let's use random range float to make the velocity of the different sprites, make them different to get the look of random in the explosion. Let's start with 1000 and 1500. I mean 250. Now also we need shape location. Shape location here. I will use the cone also because I want explosion to have two smoke component. One is a ring near the ground and the other is like a cone or cylinder that's going up in the middle. Cone length, let's make it 100. Now we need in the particle update we need the sub UV animations. UV animation, set it to sprite renderer, and these numbers we set them according to the number of the sprites. In our texture we have, like I said, 8 by 8, so we start from 0 to 63. Total is 64. We have another texture with 6 by 6. It will be from 0 on to 35. Now also we need the gravity force. Make it 100. Also because I want the smoke to go up and start goes up slowly. The velocity, we need to change the axis to the z-axis. Also here I want to change the lifetime to random float range. Make them maybe more, because from 5 to 7.5, because I want the smoke goes away slowly, not suddenly. And here we set the size of the sprite to the random uniform and choose the size. Here I will set it to 750 or no 500 to 600. Oh, let me just change the velocity. No, I will add the drag. No, let's add here drag. Let me show you here. I want this smoke to go up like this and goes away slowly. Also here we need color. With color from curve at the end of the time of this system, it will be white and transparent. Now here is the, we set the color. I'll make it slightly darker, and also the opacity I will leave it to 1. Here it is 0 at the end of the system. 0 here, and the color is white. Let me make it slightly darker. I think that's enough for this smoke. Let's make the ring, let me call it smoke cone. We can copy it and paste it here. This one, call it smoke ring. Same number, also the same size. Just change the velocity, make it from point, and the shape I'll make it ring. Increase the size of the, make it 150. Also the velocity make it faster. Also increase the size of the sprite 50 to 850. We need to increase the number, make it 50. Much better. I'll increase the drag here, and here make it 1.3 to make the smoke go slower. Yeah, this is much better. Now I need let's add sparks, add emitter. Let's choose this omnidirectional burst here, leave them as 100. Size, also leave the size, just change the keyboard is malfunctioning. Change the lifetime max and minimum. Now let me just change the color. I'll delete this one. Add color, not scale color, just color. And from, or no, I don't need it to be from curve. I want the color to be red. Need to increase the velocity. Also drag. Increase the size of the sphere, or let's try cone. Increase the angle to 90. No, I will make it sphere. Looks better. Okay. You can add collision. I will add collision. It will make it look much better. Gravity force, leave it like this. We don't need to change anything, or just change the size, or here from 0 to 1. Leave it. Do not need to change anything. Add collision. Collision will make them look better. Will make the sparks collide with the ground or other meshes like this. I think it looks cool. Now let's add the explosion. Let's call this sparks. Also the same as the omnidirectional burst. Call it fire. Now also we need the in the spark we didn't need a texture. We use the default sprite material. Now we need to change this in the fire. We use explosion sub UV. Explosion sub UV. This one has 6 by 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the size should be here 6 by 6. Make this number 25. Change the lifetime to less than 1 second. We want the explosion to flash fast. Also change the size 750 to 850. I'll make it also cone. Cone length 145. Add velocity also from cone, but let's increase the velocity to 1500. So change the axis to Z. Now you see fire looks weird. We need to add sub UV animations here in the particle update. Sub UV animation. Let me show the difference. Now it looks much better. Now we need to change this to 35 as we said, because the texture has 6 by 6 sprites. Here we need to set it like this to 36. Now let's see. I think the fire is big. I'll change the size of it here. Change the initialize particle. Let's make it 500 to 600, or maybe smaller, 450. Yeah, I think it's good. The color, we need to change the color, make it more red. And here also be much better here. It's nice. Also, I will add a. Let me just change this. This is yellow. I want it red. Now let's add smoke trails that follows the sparks. Let me copy this smoke cone and paste it here. Smoke trail. Let me leave everything the same, just we need to delete, before we delete anything, we need to add a event location here in the sparks. This sends the location of the sparks to the smoke trails. Now when we add this, we will have an error. How we solve it is we check the requires persistent ID. Solve the error. Here we need to add uh, an event handler. We choose the location event from the from the sparks. Change to spawned particles. The sparks number the one I mean here we spawn 100, so here we need to set it to 100 and here to 1. Also we need to delete this spawn burst and velocity and location. Also initial force we need to add the gravity and the drag. Leave the color like this. Also what we need or this one, no, animation, make it system. Oh, the size, we make them smaller. Let's see. We go close. We forgot something here. Yes, we need to receive location event. Okay. Now let's make the sparks go further away. Let's increase the velocity. Be 2000 to 2500. We go here. I think we need to make them darker. Color. Or leave them like this, because if we make them darker they will look weird. Now change the gravity to make the oh sorry 450 minus 450. I want the sparks to go further and land gradually. Now let's test this explosion. I will put it in the Hydra missiles. Where's the Hydra missiles? Let me find them. No, it's the homing missile. Rocket. Hydra. Now let's test. Nice. you want to decrease the performance impact, you can delete the collision and these smoke trails and decrease the number of sparks, but I like the result. This one is the homing missile explosion I made previously, and this one is the new we made. Thank you for watching. Maybe next video we will continue our project about the helicopter. I think I will continue making videos about the helicopter and like adding the health system and damage system. Maybe I'll add enemies next time. Thank you for watching.